Have you ever felt like your life is just slipping by? Like you're always waiting for something to change in the future before you can truly start living? Maybe you're waiting for the perfect job, the ideal relationship, or the right moment to take action. But here's the thing, while you're busy waiting for tomorrow, your life is happening today, right in front of you. Have you ever stopped to think, what if the future I'm waiting for never comes? What if today is the day I can start living fully? These are the questions that many of us avoid asking ourselves. We've been conditioned to believe that hope is what keeps us going. But what if hope, instead of being a positive force, is actually the thing that holds us back? What if all the waiting we do is the very reason we feel stuck, unfulfilled, or lost? Imagine for a moment, you've spent years waiting for the perfect moment to change your life. Maybe you've hoped for a better job, a healthier body, or a more peaceful mind. You're always reaching for that elusive future, thinking, once I have this, I'll finally be happy. But what if that's a trap? What if the real key to happiness is not waiting for tomorrow, but living fully in today? Buddha's teachings on hope offer a different perspective. He didn't view hope as something inherently good. Instead, Buddha saw hope as a form of attachment, a craving for something outside of ourselves to change before we can be happy. Hope, in this sense, becomes an obstacle to peace because it constantly directs us away from the present moment, always looking to the future. Buddha taught that true happiness doesn't come from waiting for a better future. It comes from living fully in the present, without attachment, without clinging to what we hope will come. When we stop hoping for things to change, we open ourselves up to experience life as it truly is. And that's where true peace is found. In today's video, we're going to dive deeper into why we need to stop waiting for tomorrow to arrive and start living today. We'll explore how letting go of the constant pursuit of a better future can transform the way you experience your life, your relationships, and your work. So stay with us and let's begin this journey together. At Son.Mindfulness, we believe in the power of living fully in the present moment. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you mindfulness practices and Buddhist teachings that can help you let go of the past, stop waiting for a better future, and start living with intention and clarity. We provide insights on how to navigate life with peace and purpose. Whether you're looking to improve your mental well-being, deepen your relationships, or grow personally. If you resonate with today's topic and want to dive deeper into the practice of mindfulness, we'd love for you to join our community. Please take a moment to subscribe to Son.Mindfulness and become part of a journey that will help you live more mindfully in the here and now. We're here to support you in embracing the present and letting go of everything that holds you back. By subscribing, you'll receive more valuable content that empowers you to make meaningful changes in your life. We are grateful for your time today, and we hope you continue to explore, learn, and grow with us. Thank you for being here, and we wish you peace, health, happiness, and good fortune. Part 2. The Hidden Danger of Hope. Explaining the concept of tanha, Buddhism teaches us that life is full of impermanence and constant change. One of the root causes of suffering, according to Buddha, is tanha, a term that translates to craving or thirst. It's the deep, insatiable desire for things to be different, for something better. This is not just about wanting a better life, it's the belief that our happiness lies somewhere in the future, always out of reach. Hope, in this sense, is a form of tanha. It's the constant yearning for a future that we believe will make us whole. We hope for better health, a better job, the perfect relationship, or personal transformation. And while hope may feel like a good thing, something that keeps us motivated, it's often a trap. Instead of focusing on the present, hope directs our attention to what's missing, to what's not here yet. When you constantly hope for a better future, you are, in essence, not living in the present. You're caught in a cycle of craving, and craving, as Buddha teaches us, is the root of suffering. The problem is that this tanha is never satisfied. No matter what we achieve, no matter how much we acquire, it's never enough. There's always more to strive for, and the cycle continues. Take the example of a person who is always hoping for a better job. They might think, once I get that promotion, everything will fall into place. Yet, after the promotion, they find themselves hoping for a new challenge, for more recognition, or for an even better opportunity. It never ends. The same is true for relationships. Some people constantly hope for the perfect partner to fix their emotional needs, but as soon as they find someone, their expectations rise again, and the cycle repeats. Hope becomes an endless desire for something that will never quite satisfy. This attachment to hope keeps us stuck. We're always looking ahead, waiting for a better future, but we miss the richness of life that's unfolding right in front of us. To truly be free, we need to let go of this craving and learn to embrace the present moment. Hope isn't the true motivation. There's a big difference between having hope and being motivated by hope. Motivation rooted in hope often focuses on a goal, an external reward, or a future ideal. It's driven by the belief that achieving something will bring us happiness. But motivation fueled by tanha, by hope, can actually lead to dissatisfaction. Let's think about it for a moment. How many times have you found yourself waiting for the perfect moment to start something? Waiting for the right job, the perfect partner, or the right time to travel or take on a new challenge. When you're driven by hope, the belief that happiness will come once you achieve your goals, you are in fact stuck in the future. You're not living now. You're constantly postponing your happiness. I once knew a successful entrepreneur, someone who had worked hard to build a thriving business. But despite all his accomplishments, he was never satisfied. He was always hoping for something more, a bigger company, more success, more recognition. In his mind, success was always just out of reach, always tied to an ideal future that could never be fully realized. The problem with this is that hope makes us feel like we're progressing, like we're moving forward, but in reality, we're only avoiding the present moment. We're so focused on the future that we forget to enjoy where we are right now. And while this might seem harmless, it actually prevents us from experiencing true peace and contentment. For instance, take a person who is constantly hoping to lose weight or become fitter. They're focused on a future version of themselves, one where they're thinner, healthier, and more confident. While they may take action toward that goal, they're never satisfied in the present. They believe happiness and self-worth will only come once they reach their goal. But the truth is, by constantly hoping for change, they're missing the chance to appreciate the small victories and the process along the way. It's like constantly running toward the horizon. The more you run, the further it gets. Hope makes us feel productive, like we're working toward something. But if we don't learn to let go of this attachment to the future, we'll never experience life as it is. Instead, we're stuck in a loop of perpetual longing. So here's the question. What would happen if we stopped waiting for something to change? What if we stopped hoping for the next thing to bring us happiness and let go of the need for everything to be different? This is where the true transformation happens. When we let go of the craving for the future, we start to experience life in a whole new way. We can focus on the present, on what's happening right now, and we can find contentment in the moment, rather than constantly searching for something outside of us. And when we begin to live in the present, we realize that our attachment to hope isn't bringing us closer to our goals. It's holding us back. By letting go of the need for everything to be different, we open ourselves to new possibilities, new experiences, and a deeper connection with our true selves. As we explore more in the next section, we'll dive deeper into how living in the present moment, without the constant pull of hope, can transform your life. Stay with us as we discuss how to truly live in the moment, in living in the present. Part 3. Living in the Present: Buddhist Teachings on Impermanence and the Present Moment. Buddhism offers profound wisdom when it comes to living in the present. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is anicca, which refers to impermanence, the understanding that everything is in constant flux. Nothing stays the same. Everything we experience, whether it's a feeling, a moment, or a situation, is temporary. This can be both comforting and unsettling, depending on how we approach it. The Buddhist understanding of anicca teaches us that clinging to the past or constantly hoping for a better future only leads to suffering. When we focus on the present, we free ourselves from the burden of wishing for something that isn't here yet, or regretting something that's already gone. We stop grasping at things that will inevitably change. Instead, we learn to live with the flow of life, embracing each moment for what it is, without judgment. In the Dhammapada, one of the most well-known Buddhist scriptures, Buddha emphasizes that our minds are the creators of our experiences. He says, "Mind precedes all mental states. Mind is their chief. They are all mind-wrought." This means that how we experience the present moment is shaped by our mind. If we live in the present with mindfulness and awareness, we experience peace. If we live in the past or future, we create anxiety and dissatisfaction. When we begin to embrace anicca, we see how each moment is an opportunity for growth. By not holding on to the past or rushing into the future, we create space for true happiness. Living in the present is the key to finding peace and fulfillment, as it allows us to engage fully with what is happening right now, without distractions or attachments. Consider people who practice mindfulness, those who take the time to pause and observe their thoughts and emotions. Many of them experience less anxiety, less stress, and more contentment because they've learned the art of being fully present. They are no longer controlled by past regrets or future worries. Instead, they live fully in each moment, accepting it for what it is. This can seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Living in the present moment requires constant practice and awareness. But once we learn to focus on what's here right now, we begin to experience life more deeply, more authentically. The importance of acting with presence. Now that we've discussed the importance of living in the present moment, it's time to take that concept and turn it into action. Living with presence means more than just observing the moment. It means engaging with it fully, acting with mindfulness and intention. It means showing up for your life, not waiting for it to change, but actively participating in it. One of the most effective ways to develop this ability is through mindfulness practice. Mindfulness meditation is a great way to train the mind to stay present. Start by simply sitting quietly, focusing on your breath. As thoughts arise, gently acknowledge them without judgment and bring your attention back to your breath. This practice teaches us to be present with whatever comes up without getting lost in the past or future. In daily life, mindfulness can be applied to even the smallest tasks. The next time you're washing the dishes, focus on the sensation of the water on your hands, the sound of the dishes clinking together. Don't think about what's coming next. Just be with the experience at hand. This simple act can transform mundane moments into opportunities for mindfulness and presence. The same goes for relationships. When we act with presence, we stop thinking about the past or future while we're with others. We give them our full attention, listen deeply, and engage without distraction. By letting go of the constant chatter in our minds, we create space for deeper connection and understanding. In the workplace, acting with presence can increase productivity and creativity. When you focus on the task at hand without worrying about the outcome or the next project, you perform better. You're more focused, more engaged, and more creative. By letting go of the constant need to plan or control everything, you open yourself to new possibilities. There's also a deep sense of peace that comes with living in the present. By letting go of the future and the past, we free ourselves from the anxiety of what might happen or what we missed. We can simply be. We can rest in the present moment, trusting that everything we need is already here. Let's take the example of a person who constantly waits for the perfect time to make a change. They believe that once they achieve a certain goal, once they get the promotion, or once the circumstances are just right, then they'll finally be able to enjoy their life. But what they're missing is the present moment. By constantly chasing something that's always out of reach, they forget to live the life that's happening right in front of them. When they let go of this mindset, they discover a world full of possibilities in the now. Living in the present allows them to take action with clarity and confidence. Another example comes from a well-known author who spent years hoping for the perfect book idea. She waited for the right inspiration, the perfect concept. But when she finally let go of her expectations and just started writing in the present moment, she found that the ideas flowed more easily. She stopped waiting for the future to guide her, and instead, she started acting with presence in the now. Her creativity bloomed when she embraced the present rather than clinging to what might come. Living in the present isn't about ignoring the future or forgetting our goals. It's about letting go of the need to control everything, to always be focused on what comes next. It's about trusting that the present moment is enough. When we live in the present, we find the clarity, courage, and freedom to act, and the results follow naturally. By letting go of our need to wait for the future to fix everything, we can create a life that is more fulfilling, more meaningful, and more aligned with our true selves. As we transition into the next section, we'll explore how this mindset of living in the present can shift us from mere hope into true action. Stay with us as we dive into shifting from hope to action. Part 4. Shifting from hope to action. The shift from hope to action. For many of us, life can feel like a waiting game. We wait for the perfect moment to take action, for the right circumstances to align, or for hope to transform into a reality. We believe that one day we'll wake up and everything will fall into place. But the truth is, this cycle of hoping, waiting, and wishing for a better future is what keeps us stuck in the present. The transition from hope to action requires a shift in mindset. Instead of waiting for things to improve, we must start taking action now, no matter how small the step may seem. This shift is all about acting with intention and clarity, free from attachment to the outcome. Buddhism teaches us the concept of right intention, a key element of the Eightfold Path. Right intention means acting with the right mindset, without greed, hatred, or delusion. It's the intention to do what is good, to seek the truth, and to act with wisdom and compassion. This intention is not about seeking an outcome or striving for a particular result, but about making decisions from a place of clarity and presence. When we act with right intention, we stop waiting for a perfect future to make us happy. We start living in the now, where real change happens. This doesn't mean abandoning our dreams or goals. It means stopping the constant pursuit of external validation and embracing the present moment as the only place where change can occur. By acting with clarity and intention, we stop avoiding the uncomfortable reality of the present. We move forward with purpose, creating opportunities for growth, success, and peace. When we stop letting go of the present in favor of a hoped-for future, we start experiencing life in a much deeper, more fulfilling way. So how do we make this shift? First, it starts with recognizing that we don't need to wait for the future to change our lives. We have the power to make a difference right now. Instead of relying on hope to motivate us, we must take responsibility for our actions, focusing on what we can do today. Start by setting small, achievable goals that align with your values. For example, in your career, stop waiting for the perfect job to come along. Instead, focus on improving your skills, networking, or pursuing projects that excite you. In your relationships, don't wait for someone else to change or for the perfect partner to appear. Instead, let go of unrealistic expectations and take active steps toward building a meaningful connection. In personal growth, stop hoping that one day you'll be a better version of yourself. Start acting with the intention of becoming the best version of yourself now, by cultivating self-awareness, learning, and improving each day. This shift doesn't require you to have all the answers. It simply requires you to begin acting with clarity and intention, trusting that the present moment is the best place to start. Real-life examples and stories. The shift from hope to action can be difficult, but it's also incredibly rewarding. Let's look at some real-life examples of people who stopped hoping for the perfect moment and started living fully in the present. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the famous author of the Harry Potter series. Rowling faced years of rejection before her first book was accepted for publication. At the time, she was a single mother living on welfare, and her hopes for success seemed distant. But instead of waiting for the perfect circumstances to materialize, she took action. She kept writing, day after day, and eventually, her work paid off. Rowling didn't wait for her life to be perfect before pursuing her dreams. She acted with intention and passion, focusing on the present moment and the task at hand, rather than hoping for a magical future. Another inspiring example is Steve Jobs. Jobs didn't wait for the perfect job or the ideal conditions to make his mark on the world. He took risks, trusted his vision, and acted with purpose. He let go of doubts and uncertainty, choosing instead to focus on his intention to create products that would change the world. Jobs didn't wait for the right time. He created the right time by taking action in the present. Similarly, there are countless entrepreneurs who started their businesses without waiting for ideal conditions. They didn't sit around hoping for success to find them. Instead, they took action, even in the face of uncertainty, and learned to adapt as they moved forward. These individuals understand that the present moment is where real progress happens. They let go of the need for the perfect moment and chose to create their own opportunities. These examples show that true happiness and success don't come from waiting for the perfect future. They come from taking action in the now. When we live with intention and clarity, we can create the life we want, no matter where we are. The key is to stop hoping for a perfect tomorrow and to begin acting with purpose today. By letting go of the need for everything to be perfect, we open ourselves to new possibilities and opportunities. When we focus on the present moment and act with intention, we set the stage for a brighter, more fulfilling future. As we transition into the next section, we'll reflect on how to integrate all of these insights into your life and make lasting changes. Stay with us as we dive into conclusion and final thoughts. Part 5. Conclusion and Final Thoughts. Throughout this journey, we've explored a profound teaching from the Buddha, that hope, while seemingly positive, can become a trap. Hope itself isn't inherently bad. It's natural to desire a better future, to dream of improvement. However, when we cling to that hope, when we attach ourselves to the idea that happiness lies just beyond our reach, it becomes a form of craving. Buddha teaches us that craving, whether for material things, relationships, or even experiences, leads to suffering. Hope, in its most destructive form, is a craving for something outside of ourselves to change in order for us to feel complete. True happiness, according to the Buddha, comes from living fully in the present moment. When we stop waiting for things to change, when we stop looking to tomorrow to fix us, we can truly appreciate today. Living with mindfulness and intention in the present moment allows us to find peace, no matter the external circumstances. This doesn't mean we stop dreaming or working towards our goals. It simply means we embrace the process, we act with presence, and we let go of the desperate need for a future that may never arrive. Buddha's wisdom offers us the key to true peace and happiness. Live in the now, with clarity and intention. By letting go of our attachment to the future, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and begin to experience life as it truly is, perfect in its imperfection. Now that we've reflected on the power of living in the present, the next step is up to you. What would happen if you stopped waiting for tomorrow to fix everything? What would you do if you truly embraced the present moment with all its flaws and beauty? Imagine the possibilities when you stop looking outside yourself for the answers and start living fully right now. The key to transformation lies in your ability to act today, not tomorrow. It's time to let go of the hope that something external will change before you can live your best life. Start with small steps, whether it's focusing more on your relationships, being more present at work, or taking action on your personal goals. Each step you take toward living with intention will bring you closer to the life you've always wanted. Remember, the present moment is the only one we truly control. So I challenge you, stop waiting for the perfect future to come and begin living fully today. Take a moment to reflect on your life. What are you putting off, waiting for the perfect time? What would it look like if you decided to act now, without the burden of waiting for the ideal future? When you stop hoping for things to change and start taking action in the present, you'll begin to create a future worth having. The more you live with presence, the more your life will transform in unexpected ways. The future is built on the choices you make today. Let go of the constant waiting and start living with intention. You'll find that your happiness, peace, and success are waiting for you right now, in the present moment. Thank you so much for taking the time to read and reflect on these teachings. I appreciate your presence and the openness with which you have explored these ideas. If you found value in this, I encourage you to take action. Let go of the need for the perfect future and begin living fully in the moment. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. What has changed for you after reading this? How will you begin to embrace the present moment today? If you haven't already, please subscribe to Son.Mindfulness for more insights and practices. Remember, your life is happening right now. Make the most of it. Wishing you health, peace, and happiness on your journey. May you always be blessed with joy and good fortune. Thank you.